So this is about tokenized finance. They have a lot of partners. They say, welcome to the open economy. At Ondo, we design institutional grade platforms, assets, and infrastructure. So let me try to watch this. They're not going to allow me to do this, but look at this is a snapshot. Boom. Let's try it again. That's a snapshot. Boom. You see top gainers. You see trending, newly added. It's not showing me because I'm in the United States. So if you're in a different country outside of the United States, you most likely have access. I am restricted, but this platform is built for the global markets, so you can get access to what the Americans have access to. I'm geo blocked, so y'all check it out. Let me know what it looked like for you. All right, so this is some of the latest. Essentially, the global platform is doing major volume in TVL. You got 260 plus assets. We're talking about Tesla stock, Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, right? 45,000 holders, 800 million in volume or TVL, multiple chains that they use. And then you have the yields you can earn from dollars, OSDY, yield coins, OUSG. This is exposure to US treasuries. That's what people like. Earning that 3.5% fire. That's what a lot of people want, especially with the US dollar in a country where your dollar may not be as strong. Okay. Supported on 11 chains. I mean, their products are distributed. They're integrated, over 3.5 billion of total TVL. And then obviously Larry Fink, founder, chairman, CEO of BlackRock, he is invested and he supports Ondo. So whatever Larry Fink's putting his money at and his vision on is going to pop. Largest asset manager in the world. It's a no-brainer over there in terms of watch what Larry's doing. He says, we believe the next steps going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. This is a technological transformation for financial assets. And then so we go to this tab here. I wanted to show you some of the headlines, kind of what they put out. So this is the head of global regulatory affairs. Commentary on recent developments that we know of yet. All right. So let me go down to feedback, little platform effects. Okay. Cumulative impact. Here we go. This one I was looking for. All right. So on the cumulative impact, reading these tokenization papers now makes the progress made in a very short period of time easier to see. One can see the respectable macro financial conversation, the cross-border framework, and the interoperability design work all taking shape in them, even as the underlying trend had already begun to outrun the terms of reference. Authors were using this to describe it. And now the tokenization has moved fully into serious conversation. These points read less like a dispute between old institutions and new technologies and more like early evidence of institutional adaptation. What were the early stages or the early signs that the institutions themselves were starting to adapt to and not just talk about the tokenization trend? In retrospect, those signs were there all along. All of these partners, all of them tapping into this, like I said, even with the X402, they're all getting in on this. The new financial system is happening right in front of our eyes. It's a mixture of blockchain technologies, which allows tokenization, which allows payments, global access, 24/7 markets. Then you mix that with an AI agent, artificial intelligence. And then all the big institutions build out the data centers, the infrastructure, the payment rails. This is where we at. It's kind of crazy. So there's many ways to get in on it, many ways to get in on it. So this one here is about assume every layer will fail. So this is kind of what they're talking about. It's more like their security philosophy. Defense in depth. No single control is sufficient. Every layer assumes the next will fail. So you got to have layers built in. If this layer fails, this one comes through to help fight defense and reroute. Bound blast radius. Even a fully compromised component should not produce catastrophic loss. This is called module, right? And that's how the blockchain is worked too. One computer get compromised, the whole blockchain don't. one node get compromised, the whole blockchain don't. This is decentralization. Operational security is product security, how we sign, monitor, and authorize are engineered with the same rigor as the contracts themselves. On-chain security begins off-chain. Facts. The attack's surface extends through every vendor, library, and tools we launch. Paranoia is a practice. The work is never done. That's the type of stuff you want to hear. And to remember what happened recently, I talked to you about this, the Kelp DAO exploit that I was dealing with Aave. No single control is sufficient. Every layer assumes the next will fail. So this is a breakdown of what they dealt with and how they, what happened basically. The aftermath was severe. Dozens of protocols froze their layer 0 bridge stuff. Tron, DAO, Curve Fund, a whole bunch of them. Aave saw roughly 8 billion exit as users feared bad debt from their wrap stake. ETH collateral going unbacked, contributing to a roughly 7% drop in total DeFi. That's crazy in 24 hours. Watch this. Ondo's USDY and global markets bridge did not pause. Here's why. And again, DVN diversity as a hard requirement. They did their due diligence. Exactly what I said. Confirmation thresholds. They run their own things. Smart contract level rating. Basically, they didn't get caught slipping. They did not get caught slipping like them boys over there at Aave. They did not get caught slipping. Hello, I am French. All right, what's up, Frenchie? Make sure you check out the Ondo website, the platform I try to show you that I couldn't view because I'm geo-blocked. I want to see what you're talking about. Let me know how your experience is. Leave a comment. Yo, what's good? Sticky Rim, what is good? The Nestis Algorand. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely. So definitely is. So again, when they're talking about that, like basically Ondo is shitting on them. Excuse my French. But Ondo is ready where, like I said, the Kelp DAO and layer 0 and that they weren't ready. A 10% drop in the whole ecosystem is not something you want to see. So some got exposed, some didn't. Question, what's your question? Best Algorand near, yes. Hold my friend, hold my beer. But yeah, what's your question? All right. So as we go on to this next one, I don't have much to show you here. Let's see. I think that's why this one's important. I always like this project. Even though the price is down, I still like what they're doing here. Ondo partners with Broadridge to bring voting capabilities to tokenized stocks. So think about this. When you purchase an ETF, an exchange traded fund, say like SPY, VOO, QQQ. When you do this, you essentially give away your voting rights. If you own the individual Tesla stock, NVIDIA, Apple, you can vote on board decisions or shareholder decisions rather. When you buy an ETF, say BlackRock, whoever put that ETF out, they are now using the votes. So when you buy tokenized assets, same situation's happening, but now they're bringing voting capabilities to tokenized assets. Ondo has partnered with Broadridge Financial Solutions, which settle $15 trillion in securities daily, to enable holders of tokenized stocks and ETFs to submit voting preferences for underlying shares.
Passive income, gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.